But we have made it to the top of the world.
Displaying the glory of God's creation by exploring America one park at a time. Welcome to Parking Full Time with Big Dave, the parks professor.
Welcome back to Parking Full Time. I am Big Dave, the parks professor. We are at Enchanted Rock State Natural Area. We are deep in the heart of Texas Hill Country, about 30 miles north of Fredericksburg, Texas. Today is Tuesday, February the 18th. Check to make sure I got that date right. And the temperature right now is a cloudy but very warm 65 degrees. There's a cold front coming through later today, but it's not here yet. That directly in front of us is Enchanted Rock. It is the second largest monolith in the United States, behind Stone Mountain, Georgia. And our goal today is to hike the Summit Trail, which does indeed go all the way to the top of Enchanted Rock. So are we going to make it to the top of Enchanted Rock? We'll find out. We're about a third of the way up now, and we're up to the point where we head out now onto the bare rock. Let me pan around here. There are some other interesting rock formations down here. That is what we just came up. I can see the parking area there off to the distance. This rock looks very intimidating when you stand down here at the base. But we'll keep going and keep trying to get to the top. We're still climbing the rock. We're about 2/3 of the way up now. The views get better as you climb, of course. Over there to my right is Little Rock. We're almost up to the elevation of Little Rock now. But we are not to the top of Enchanted Rock yet. That's what we have in front of us. Let's keep going. It took us about 45 minutes, but we have made it to the top of the world. Or at least the top of the rock. Beautiful view up here. This is the view to the west. There are a lot of people, so let me reposition myself here and I'll show you the views in some other directions. A quick thing as we're roaming around the summit here, that is the U.S. Coast and Geodetic Survey marker for the top of Enchanted Rock. I thought that was interesting. Let's go now to the view in the other direction. Here's the view off to the south. That's Little Rock you see off in the distance there. I'll reposition myself one more time. And here's one more view. This is the view to the north. In the northeast, going that direction. It's actually maybe surprisingly flat up here on top of the rock. There's some steep sections to get up here, but the top's pretty flat. I mentioned Stone Mountain, Georgia before. I climbed Stone Mountain a few years ago, and I have a separate video about that. But Stone Mountain's the same way. There's some steep areas on the side, but pretty flat on the top. So I'm going to enjoy this view for a little while. Now, the tempting thing is to think that, all right, we made it to the top, we're done. No, we're actually only half done. We have to get back down. And getting back down can actually, going back down poses a different set of problems than coming up. Let's just put it that way. So we are going to carefully start making our way back down to the bottom of Enchanted Rock, and then close this hike and close this video. We made it down off of the bare rock, and then down the rock steps. And now we are almost to the end of this hike. One thing I'll say about hiking up on the bare rock, there are no trail markers up there. So you have to make your way up using whatever route looks most feasible. And then coming back down, you better keep an eye on where the trail exits the rock and kind of point yourself in that direction, or else you're going to end up in the wrong place. This is a fantastic hike. I've been waiting for many years to do this hike, and it did not disappoint. I do want to thank you for watching. Parking full time would not be anything without the people who watch. I realize that every day, and I thank you every day. Also, as a reminder, I do not make any monetary compensation for anything I do for this project. I took a vow to do that many years ago, and I have held to that vow. And so the only thing I get for doing these hikes and writing these blog entries and making these videos are your likes, your subscribes, your views, and your comments. And I do appreciate all of those things. So I'm going to close out this video. Until next time, from Enchanted Rock, State Natural Area, deep in the heart of Texas Hill Country, I am Big Dave, the Parks Professor for Parking Full Time. Have a great afternoon. Take care. And Lord bless.